about manifesting the dream, and that's what we're talking about, is manifesting the dream. Awakening autonomously is the actions that we take from ignoring ignorance. That is choosing to step beyond our known limitations, our known awareness, and step into the curiosity, that self-governed curiosity. That's what I mean by autonomous, is the ability to take personal control of our everyday reality. We can't control the government, we can't control our neighbors, we can't control the barking dog, we can't control the utilities and the food shortages or the price hikes, but we can control how we respond to that and deal with that in our everyday reality. So manifesting the dream, how do we manifest a dream when sometimes everything feels super oppressive? The water spirit here is to say that it's definitely rooted in the anchor of our emotions, to be able to hold on to a desire and to feed it with every ounce of our hope and our passion and our dream. Now, sometimes this might be super foreign to others who maybe have never allowed themselves to dream a dream, and that's okay. Not everyone comes in with a very clear, defined purpose. Maybe that is the purpose, is to slowly find a way to clearly define that purpose and grow into that within our lifetime. So whether we know what that dream is, or we think we know what that dream is, or we're hoping to figure out what that dream is for ourselves, it's never too late to really call upon that action and really kind of dig deeper and see a different way that we can go forward. And it's kind of like having those dreams in our dreams. Like sometimes it can feel like nightmares, but sometimes the fear that we have to kind of seize what it is that we really want most desperately could be scarier than any nightmare we've ever faced. So the idea of achieving that dream could be the greatest fear that you may need to contend with in your lifetime. Others could just be saying that I am courageous enough to finally dream. So manifesting the dreams comes from belief in knowing that you have a dream, and you feed it with your purpose and your soul. So as usual, we have our two animals this evening to our left and to our right. They're going to help us hone in and kind of feel that energy that we need this week to really bring about the best energy to manifest that dream. So, the fire of the lion. The lion is royal, majestic, and eager to really kind of seize that control, that leadership quality. The one thing about the lion that's a kind of like a fun fact is that the lionesses actually are the ones that are hunting, and the lions are the ones who eat first. So in this leadership role of manifesting your dream, it seems like delegation, or the ability to take that leadership role and to use your voice for authority and be able to step forward in something that may seem maybe not comfortable or in your true nature. So with the lion, there is a leadership activation, that firepower that needs to be brought into that water in order to really get that emotional spirit boiling with our firepower. We need to have that lion's leadership to kind of take it to the next level. Ooh, another fire animal here, cheetah. Wow, they're both looking to the dream. All right, so with the cheetah, it's going to be fast, it's action, and it's quick. So whatever is occurring right now in trying to get to the next level of manifesting your dream, there's going to be decisiveness and action that needs to be taken upon. So allow the cheetah spirit to help you navigate those quick decisions, and empathy and instinct are definitely going to be the leaders for the cheetah. That will be how you can navigate forward this week. So having these energy, you can kind of see that there's a firepower that's kind of like this circle force energy that's drawing you into cheetah. So cheetah is telling me that you need to have hyper focusedness, where the lion seems like you need to be overseeing some stuff. So maybe you need to oversee the big picture with the lion energy, be able to kind of take that leadership role and see how all those pieces are working together. Maybe it's about building that team energy, being able to build that supporting tribe mentality. Maybe you need to think about the whole picture more so, versus the cheetah is saying you need to focus on the details, connect to the details, set the list of goals, and start checking it off. There's no time like the present moment now. The last couple of weeks, we've kind of been focusing on the refuge and change and flexibility. But now that we've kind of encompassed these perspectives of how we can be a little bit more flexible in dreaming the dream, now we need to take the action this week and really step forward in being able to really discern where we need to place our focus, our energies, and our efficiencies. So the cheetah is saying that the efficiencies are being able to work fast in the moment and to navigate those quick deals. So whether they're real estate transactions or anything that's occurring with decisions, don't hold back. Feel it. How would it make you feel to live with that decision? And how would it make you to feel if you actually let go of that decision and it passed by? Live in those kind of realities and making your quick, intuitive decisions this week. With the lion, you need to kind of start saying it's time to kind of move forward and really take that role and own it. Whatever it is, just own it and work towards owning it. So if you don't know exactly how to start building it, start someplace, start anywhere. And once you start someplace, you'll start knowing what it is that you don't want to be leading. And that's the whole thing with the lion is, how do you want to lead your new reality? Is your reality how you want it to be? And are you shortchanging yourself? Maybe you need to dream a little bit bigger and lead yourself into a new vision forward. The cheetah is saying you probably already have the vision. It's time to act on it and finalize it and just get it done. Now the otter is kind of super playful energy that is being brought into this manifesting dream reality. So with the otter, don't take everything so seriously. Learn to have fun. Even if the cheetah is more of that loner energy, the lion's all about the pack. It's all about the pride. So be able to know your strengths and know when you need to take that time by yourself. Also know that time when you know you need to like call in the troops and rely on your people that you trust most to get you through that next phase in your life. So let's see what we can have for an anchoring card and how we can achieve manifesting the dream. What is gonna call out to me when I see the dream? Oh, the Ten of Swords. What a great card for the ability to actually reap the law of attraction. So yes, it says ruin, but with all things, you can't take things at face value. It's kind of like the camouflage aspect of the cheetah. You don't always want to tell everyone every little detail and great experience that's going on. You want to at least wait till the ink is dried. You don't want to kind of cut your magical exponential in half by kind of sharing that information with people who are irrelevant to the acquisition of your dream. So the only ruin right now that can come to our being is when we allow our thoughts to take us down the rabbit hole of dysfunction and negativity, really feeding into our greatest fears. That can ruin even the best of circumstances. You can have everything in the world, you can have all the money, all the dreams, you can have everything, but that doesn't mean anything unless your headspace is in a place of receiving that happiness and that abundance and that gratitude and being able to share that outwards. So everything is a two-way street. So whatever level we're at, we have to make sure that our mind is able to process those negative experiences so they don't truly ruin the ability to dream the dream. So when we're dreaming the dream, how do you dream something if all you know is pain or hardship or heartache? Usually there's this little fight, this little inner voice that's deep inside. And that little voice or that little curiosity always kind of guides us to discover something new just in time. Or maybe it could be like this. Maybe it's something else. Sometimes that little Jiminy Cricket, however or whatever you believe in, there's usually that little something that challenges whatever that norm is that has always guided us to that next step. So you got to trust those instincts. Even if our mental fears are totally screaming at us, the water spirit is saying that manifesting is from a place of emotion. It's a place of feeling it. And the more we feel it as a living in accessible reality in this tangible world, it's always going to be a little bit beyond our touch in some respects. So sometimes we have to work at it in order to make it part of this world. So if you have an idea, it can't be a shared idea unless you share it with others. So how you choose to begin sharing that idea, drip by drip, starts to materialize the dream. And that is where the mental effort needs to come forward, whether it's in that lion leadership role or it's that hyper-focused role of the cheetah in that short sprints, being able to really like navigate quickly and really set the intentions and just be super focused on it. Just throw away all the distractions, take out that to-do list, check off as much as you can, lock yourself in the room, and just like harbor down for the next couple of days and focus on it. So if you're a writer, focus on it. If you're a painting, start painting. If it's music, if it's a job, if it's a project, if it's an expansion, if you're looking for a place to live, whatever it is, focus on it and see if you can bite it off and get it done. The lion, the leadership aspect, is definitely going with the idea of don't let your thoughts give you the self-doubt that you can't lead yourself to the next realm, the next ability, the next position to go forward. And for a final card, see what kind of energy can bring forth into manifesting our dreams. Ooh, we have 2 cards because one isn't enough tonight. All right. The minds and totality. It's all about taking the leap, and it's about our mind. It's everything that we've been speaking about thus far. To wrap it into that home run is, if we're going to take this leap, if we're going to really trust ourselves, sometimes we need to trust the people around us. So this once again brings in that pride of a tribe mentality, the community aspect. So maybe your dream requires more than one person. Maybe it's about having a tribe or that community that supports around you. But if you want that mentality of that support or that community, we have to start reaching out our hands or our extension of our compassion to start seeing what we can attain, what we can reach when we choose to just leap beyond our comfort zone. So to truly have that reciprocation in manifesting our dreams, we have to trust the nature that is beyond our control. And with this aspect of this visual aspect, you have to trust other people in order to get you to the next place. And that's really hard, especially being a leader. You have to trust that your leadership skills are allowing the people around you to facilitate the common goals and vision that is collectively shared, that you're leading towards. So that's definitely a huge component of manifesting our dream, is that once we incubate our ideas and we want to take it public, is who do we trust and who do we take that leap with in order to go forward. The mind, the mental game here, is definitely calling upon that cheetah aspect of saying that you don't want to get caught up in all the chaos of everything that needs to get done, that all the attention to details needs to be done. Yes, of course, every detail needs to be attended to, but it's impossible to do it at once. So you don't want to get the burnout, and you want to be able to use that cheetah power to really just kind of blast through it and then take the break. Blast through it and take a break. This is not a marathon sprint. This is a sprint of a bunch of many sprints that can culminate to a marathon. So we don't have to run the marathon all in one chaotic pace. We can just take the sprints and take the rest that we need and follow that energy flow. The mind is going to be our biggest hiccup and how we want to navigate that sprint right now. So if you get lost and you start to really drown in all the things that need to be done, you need to take a step back and you need to clear the environment or clear the space that you're in, whether that's resins or sages or just getting out for a walk or just seeing the sunshine for a minute. Just change the environment up so that your mind can desensitize from that chaos and then go back into focusing. Sometimes when we do become a little too hyper-focused, it can become way too mentally overstimulating. So allow your mental capacities to rest when you need it, and allow your emotional spirit to fuel you going forward in manifesting the dreams. So I appreciate you taking the journey to awaken autonomously, the ignoring ignorance way, and I thank you for ignoring ignorance. Have an amazing week.